investing can seem intimidating when it feels like you have no information to base your decisions on. According to a study released by the Vanguard Group, many employees are still failing to take advantage of their retirement due to a lack of planning and decision-making skills. But investing in your future may be easier than you think. Something as simple as auto-enrolling in your company's 401k or IRA can lead to greater retirement earnings. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger joined Anne-Marie and I earlier this week to explain how you can start saving using your 401k.
Very easy because it automatically pulls money out of your paycheck and puts it into a 401k, just a retirement account. Sometimes they're called 403bs if you work for a nonprofit. And this makes it seamless. But I want to back up for 1 second, because although we want everyone to be investing as soon as they possibly can, we also want them to address other parts of their financial life. This is what I like to call the big three. And the big three, you have to do them all at the same time, kind of juggle these. You have to pay down the old debt, probably student loans. A lot of people have them. You have to, number two, put some money in an emergency reserve account, a savings account, a checking account, super boring. You're trying to accumulate 6 to 12 months of your living expenses, just in case something bad happens. Number three is to invest in your retirement. And you can do that through your employer-based plan, a 401k, but you can do that on your own. Maybe you work for a startup, they don't have a retirement plan. Open up a Roth IRA, and you can do that seamlessly.
So what are some of the tips that you would give people if they want to get started?
I think that the most important thing is to do something. Right. Oftentimes people are like, nah, I don't want to do it, or I have too many other things. Enroll. And if possible, if you have an auto enroll in your company, just stick to what they do. Most companies will say, we're going to automatically enroll you in your retirement plan 5 to 6% of your salary. Now, of course, if there's any matching component, you try to get to that matching level. Then once you're automatically enrolled, the money comes out of your paycheck seamlessly. Your next step, where is it going to go? You want to pick a low-cost index fund or maybe a low-cost target date fund. You just don't want to pay a lot for these investments, because over the long term, what we know is if you just buy the index and you relax and you don't mess around with it, you should be fine. Then you want to auto rebalance. Make sure that if you're choosing some stocks and some bonds, automatically it rebalances. And the most important thing is many plans now have something called auto escalation. You start at 5% and you say to your boss, I want to go to 6% in a year, or every 6 months I want to go up by a 0.5 percentage point. That will put you on a set it and forget it trend.
Explain to a young person who may want to understand the differences between, for example, a savings account, other than the idea that you can earn a better return in a money market or in a retirement account, but who are saving accounts for?
Well, savings accounts are important parts of your financial life, and they are for your liquid, accessible money. So an emergency reserve fund, something to keep in a savings account. You know you have to pay a tuition bill for your kid. Keep that money in a savings or a checking or a higher yielding money market account. And savings accounts really are for any money you think you're going to need to access within a year. Now, when we talk about investing, whether it's in a retirement account or outside of a retirement account, that tends to be longer term. And that's why you should be willing to take on a bit more risk. So you have different assets inside of retirement accounts. I know you know this, Vlad. I know you know this, Anne-Marie, but I'm going to tell it for everyone else. There are money market accounts in a retirement fund, bond funds, stock funds, international funds. Some of them have commodities funds. But if you're just getting started, they have these things called target date funds. It sort of says, hey, Anne-Marie, you plan to retire in 2070? We'll do the investing for you. You're in the 2070 fund. And it's very easy to do. I think the big warning is, especially with millennials who've gone through the financial crisis and saw many of their parents get wiped out of their own retirement accounts, they're gun shy. And so what we want them to know is you can save for your short-term needs in a savings, checking, or money market account. But when it comes to retirement, you are investing in your future. You're hoping to make a lot more than what you get in that savings account and more than the rate of inflation.
So if you work for a big company like CBS, it's sort of all set up for you. You just have to kind of opt in, right? But we're living in the era of the gig economy. Everyone's got a side hustle. Things are a little more complicated. Any sort of good habits that people should get into?
If you don't have a plan offered through your employer, what you should do is establish a Roth IRA. And essentially, a Roth IRA is like having an account for your retirement that's already been taxed. So in a 401k or a regular IRA, a conventional IRA, the money comes out of your salaries. You make $100, you say, put 10% into my 401k. $10 goes into your 401k. The government taxes the remaining 90. With a Roth IRA, what you're doing is you're saying, I made $100, the government will tax me on it, and now I'm putting $10 that's left over into something called a Roth IRA account. It grows without taxation, just like a 401k, but when you take it out in the future, you've already paid your taxes. You can do this with any investment house, and you know the great part? You can automatically contribute to it. You can say to whatever investment house you choose, hey, every month take $1 and put it into my Roth IRA. Do it on the 17th of the month, the 18th of the month, doesn't matter, but do it automatically. Get into the habit. This year, you can put away $6,000 into a Roth IRA. For people who are just starting out, that is a good target.
All right. Jill Schlesinger, always great to have you.
Thank you.